we feel like we're not successful unless the person sitting next to us is successful as well. And especially as television shows, selling sunset and all that kind of stuff you see on TV and everything. Okay, I can go sell real estate. Last year, 71% of the people who hold a real estate license sold 0 homes.
Welcome back to NuvoDesk. NuvoDesk is not just a private office space. We are a community, a workspace where professionals can learn and grow. And today we have on the show Mr. Al Herron with Monument Realty. Welcome, Al.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Very good. Happy to be here.
So you've been here at NuvoDesk for quite a while.
Yes, 4 years, I think.
Wow, almost from inception, right?
That's right. That's right. Not long after you guys had just, you may have been around a year or so before, and then we came along and been able to see the progress and everything, and it's gone great. We've enjoyed our time here.
That's wonderful. So tell our listeners more about what you do.
Yes. So I am the director for 2 of our Monument offices. We have a Dallas branch and Arlington. So we reference that as being Monument South. So Monument Realty has been around for now 8 years. 8 years this past June, I think, June, July. And so we have we've been growing. So I've been with the company now 4 years, and we've seen some pretty exponential growth. There are about 800 agents now. And
congratulations.
Well, thank you. And the agents that work out of our Dallas and Arlington areas, probably about 150 of those.
Wow. So you've really grown in the past 4 years.
We have.
How has NuvoDesk kind of helped you in that growth?
So NuvoDesk has been great. It's strategically located. So we have agents who work throughout the Metroplex. And so we have a lot of business that takes place Southwest Dallas County, Tarrant County. And so this is a great spot.
Middle point, right?
That's right. We have a lot of agents who need to come in and do buyer consultations here with their clients. We do a lot of our office meetings here.
Oh, okay.
And all the additional tools that you have, like the podcast room and the green room, our agents utilize those as well, because in real estate, especially now, it's a lot different from back in the day. I've been doing this since the 1900s, I always say.
And you're only 25, right?
Yeah, right. Since 1994. So
wow.
It's a lot different nowadays. And social media and the agent's ability to be able to show themselves to the public. People make decisions about who they want to work with based on their perceived, what they perceive about that person, right? They kind of want to know more about them, what you don't have to be on and give all your political and religious beliefs, but they do want to know that you align with them as far as certain things, because this is, it's a pretty significant endeavor, purchasing a home or selling a home. So they want to know that I align with this person that I'm working with. And
absolutely.
So using tools like this has helped many of our agents get to show themselves to the public, and people say, okay, cool, I want to work with that person.
That is wonderful. And I know a lot of your agents have attended our networking events we hold here, and we want it to continue to be like that and grow. So can you tell our listeners more about you and your industry? What's a common myth listeners may have about the real estate industry in general right now?
That is easy. So we get a lot of people who think that, and especially as television shows, selling sunset and all that kind of stuff you see on TV and everything. Okay, I can go sell real estate.
Right.
It's not like that at all. In fact, last year, 71% of the people who hold a real estate license sold 0 homes.
Oh my goodness! And what's causing that right now, you think?
Well, it's not. It's a very professional endeavor. So people who join this profession. It's not, you can't join it like and it's no diss to, I have to be careful about how I say it. So Mary Kay and that kind of thing where you're selling something.
Yes,
but
a
you're
distributor.
doing it kind of part-time, a little something to add income and stuff like that. That's not what this is. This is
not a part-time gig.
No, it's not a part-time gig. And a lot of people counting on you handling probably the largest transaction of their lives, at least to this point. And so you can't you can't handle a move in this space.
Absolutely.
With that mindset of this is like a part-time thing. And
Right.
and I think, unfortunately, a lot of people not understanding that get in thinking it's that kind of thing, and it's not. This is not the domain for people who think
this is for entrepreneurs, people who really want to dig their toes in the sand and drive, right?
You got it.
And for me, in general, I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but getting married and buying a home are the two most stressful things you can do in a marriage, right?
That's what they say.
So I need to know that my agent has professionalism and knows what they're talking about, would you say?
Absolutely. It's critical. It's one of the most important, you pick the mortgage and that kind of thing, but really the real estate agent, anytime somebody's making a decision saying, okay, I want to do this, I want to buy a house or sell a house, really that agent is going to be the ringmaster of this circus, because it can turn into a circus.
Chasing cats.
Listen, herding cats is part of what we do, right?
Yes.
And so you got to have the right person kind of running that show for you. The client is always the boss.
Yes.
But they need to have an agent who can control the chaos.
That's a great line. Controlled chaos is what you guys are doing, right?
Absolutely.
So can you give me one bit of advice that you would give to either someone buying a home or an agent looking into becoming a real estate agent with Monument or any?
Yeah, so we'll start there. So with an agent, any agent coming in, they have to think of it. It's just as critical as when somebody's deciding what college I'm going to go to. I'm choosing what university I'm going to spend this time in. You got to find the place that will be able to support you and provide you with the tools, the training, even the social aspect of what is necessary for you to really blossom in that deal. Because real estate can feel like a Lone Ranger situation.
Absolutely.
You can be out there by yourself, and it's hard to really make this work when you're really trying to do it that way. You need to have a collective, right? You need to have,
would you say, mentors or a group of?
You have to have mentors, but also colleagues who are right there alongside you, kind of going through this struggle at the same time, learning the process. That really helps people continue to move forward. Even when you have a setback, you've got these other people around you who are saying, hey, look, we've been there, done that. Here's what we need to do. And I think that's one of the greatest aspects of Monument. We have this collection of tremendous agents who excel above the market average. Right? So we have so many really high performing agents, but we have a lot of new ones who come in, or people who are transferring in. And those agents that we have who are doing really well have no problem whatsoever trying to help the others who are there too, because we feel like we're not successful unless the person sitting next to us is successful as well.
And that's a wonderful mindset. And you allowing your agents to have a space where they can come and network with other professionals, would you say is something that really kind of sets you apart? Oh,
without a doubt. That's very important. So there used to be the mindset back in the day, people didn't really understand the co-working space. Right. They thought the co-working space, you go there because you don't want to spend money on a full-fledged office and all that kind of stuff. And
the overhead and all that.
And the thinking is all wrong. So especially in an industry like real estate, we don't warehouse people, right? Our agents are in the field doing stuff. So we're not trying to carve out have a big place for people to just hang out all day. We need a place that is very
strategic, maybe
strategic in that it is a place where you come and get stuff done. We call it the production house, right? This is where you show up to meet clients, write your contracts, collaborate, do podcasts,
grow your business,
create content, grow your business, right? And then let's get out of here and go to work, right? So you don't need, in this day and age, to go rent or buy a whole
brick and mortar.
So you need So this is the very perfect middle ground. So you do want brick and mortar in the sense that you do want to bring your people together. You want them to have a place they can go into and work collaboratively with others without being on an island by themselves. But you don't want to. We only want them here to do that, to to work together. You know, we do some social stuff. Great thing about Nuvo, we've got the beer on tap and wine and all that stuff. And so we do get to hang out and stuff like that. But when you're at work, right? And
absolutely.
So, this gives us an opportunity to have a great space where other companies are working too. So we've done a lot of transactions with other businesses inside of NuvoDesk.
Yes.
So you get a chance to collaborate with even outside entities. And so it's been a great option. And you see more and more Fortune 500 companies kind of doing the same thing too, because they realize doesn't make sense.
Right. Your cost can be lowered so easily. And I really appreciate you coming on the show and telling a little bit more about your experience, because members like you are exactly what we want and what we want to keep. So please keep encouraging others to come, and I'll be more than happy to support you in any way.
Listen, we'll encourage everybody except real estate companies.
Y'all can't come.
The real estate companies, I can't come. But no, it's a great spot. It's a great spot. And I think it's something everybody who is being intentional and strategic about growing their business and also controlling their expenses should really look at something like this.
Well, thank you, Al. And to all of our listeners out there, if you'd like a tour or you just want to chat a little more with Al about what he does, feel free to contact us directly at NuvoDesk.com. And to all of our listeners out there, this is not a workspace. This is a growth space.